Sex and gender are important concepts and terms to understand when dealing with sexual discrimination. This is especially when it comes to whether it's household setup, whether it's at workplace, or whether it's at any place in the general community. So, what do we mean by sex and gender? In general, we all know that these two terms are very much common in our society, and definitely we hear it almost every day. So these two terms are also important to understand. So what do we mean by the word sex and gender? Sometimes it is hard to understand exactly what is meant by these two terms, gender and sex. And in this video, we are going to explain exactly what these two terms mean. So what is sex? Sex refers to the biological and physiological differences such as chromosomes, hormonal profiles, internal and external genitalia. On the basis of these differences, immediately at birth, people are classified as being male or female, and sex is typically assigned at birth. Thus, the differences between male and female are universally the same and cannot be changed. It is very important to understand that sex has two main categories, which are male and female. Sex roles come from biological differences between men and women, and for example, these roles include pregnancy and breastfeeding, which can only be performed by women and not by men. Previously, in the topic on sex, we said that there are two categories, which are male and female. Now, at this time, defining gender, we also have two main categories, which are masculine and feminine. And it is along these categories that roles and responsibilities are assigned to male and female. In essence, gender is culturally based. It's about learned behaviors through socialization, which can also change because it changes over time, and it also differs across cultures because of cultural differences. Now, since we have spoken about what gender is and what sex is, with regards to defining the terms and concepts, this time I want us to look at the differences practically. The difference between gender and sex. Sex is biologically determined, while gender is culturally or socially determined. Sex is fixed, which is permanent, while gender changes over time. Sex is universally the same, while gender differs across cultures. Sex you are born with, and gender these are your learned behaviors. Sex cannot be changed because it's permanent, while gender can be changed because it is not static.